River herring is a collective name for two species of fish that live along the Atlantic coast of North America, blueback herring and alewife. Like salmon, these fish hatch from eggs in freshwater streams before migrating to the ocean. Unlike most salmon, they can return to streams to spawn many times in their lives. River herring were once plentiful and provided important food sources for humans, birds, and other fish, but their numbers have declined. As anadromous fish, blueback herring migrate inshore and up rivers to spawn in fresh or slightly brackish water with an outlet to the sea in late spring. Males reach maturity earlier than females and are smaller. Female blueback herring reach maturity between ages 3 to 5 and can lay 30,000 to 400,000 eggs each. The eggs are yellowish and semi-transparent. River herring spawn in a diversity of habitats, including large rivers, small streams, ponds, and large lakes over a wide range of substrates such as gravel, sand, detritus, and submerged vegetation. Males and females release their sperm and eggs simultaneously into the water. After spawning, adults immediately migrate downstream. Once hatched, juvenile blueback herring remain in freshwater nursery areas in spring and summer, feeding mainly on zooplankton until the water temperatures fall. As it gets colder, the juveniles move downstream to saltier waters and eventually out to sea. While at sea, river herring play a key role in the marine food web, supporting commercially and recreationally important species such as tuna, mackerel, and billfish. Their push inland each spring sends a massive pulse of life through coastal ecosystems, historically reaching more than 100 miles inland. Eagles, ospreys, herons, striped bass, bluefish, flounder, and a host of other animals coming off a hard winter depend on the nutritional boost provided by these waterborne packets of protein. Chara, another important character for coastal ecosystems, also known as muskgrass, is an advanced form of algae often mistaken for a plant. They grow attached to the bottoms of ponds, lakes, slow-moving rivers, and ditches. Chara stabilizes bottom sediments, provides food for waterfowl and cover for fish. Chara also supports insects and other small aquatic animals, which are important foods for trout, bluegills, smallmouth bass, and largemouth bass. Chara is considered a filter alga as it will take up nutrients that otherwise might be available for more problematic plants and algae. This can lead to improved water quality. It can also compete with non-native invasive species and keep them from becoming dominant in your lake. Almost all migratory species in eastern North America have declined in abundance. Unfortunately, river herring populations are at historical lows as a consequence of dam construction, habitat loss, habitat degradation, and overfishing. The reduction in spawning habitat by dams is the largest disturbance based on the estimated yearly loss of river herring in the area. From Maine to Virginia, there are more than 14,000 dams across the 13 states. Juvenile river herring swimming out to sea and adults in the river and swimming upstream to spawn are all disrupted by dams. Dams are not the only barrier to upstream and downstream fish passage. Culverts and road crossings also contribute. Other threats to river herring include poor water quality, contaminants that contribute to habitat degradation, negatively impact river herring eggs and larvae, changing temperatures associated with climate change, which can adversely affect river herring physiology, growth, migration timing, and survival. Locally, in New York, the Gowanus Canal has become extremely polluted due to gas plants, cement factories, oil refineries, tanneries, and chemical plants. The water is contaminated with PCB, mercury, lead, copper, pesticide, sewage, pesticides, and more. Gowanus continues to act as a dumping ground for waste and as a result can no longer sustain as much wildlife. In order to restore the river herring population, a clear path from freshwater to saltwater must be made. This clear path will allow the fish to spawn in the environments that they need. Potential solutions that can begin to encourage this are fish ladders. Fish ladders are a series of pools built like steps to help fish bypass obstructions like dams or waterfalls. Poor water quality has also led to the decline in population of river herring. Filter algae such as chara in bodies of water can help create clean and clear water for fish to thrive in. In addition to filtering, chara provides great cover and habitat for fish to live in. River herring may be small, but their yearly spawning migration has a huge impact on coastal ecosystems and communities along the northeast coast. Now, it is our turn to support them.